Phillips, Johnny Scott, Grant Youngins, Mark Schaffman, Aaron Morant, Ryan Gustin. Here we go. Caution light is off. 30 laps to find victory lane here tonight at a beautiful Lakeside Speedway. And the lull before the storm. And Noah Sanchez looks. Green flag is out. We're underway. Noah said, yo, boy, that makes some wind. Indeed it does, as they are full song down the back straightaway. Phillips leads a high side, and here comes Youngins. Grant Youngins is on the move. Johnny Scott scraping the wall in the 1ST, and there is Sanders. Car number 20, Gustin slides up the hill. Aaron Moran has to check up as they're 3 wide behind him, and we've got a good one shaping up for the top spot. Grant Youngins out of Manhattan, Kansas. Terry Phillips out of Springfield, Missouri, going wheel to wheel here tonight. Tim cuts down through the infield, pulls back on track, and we stay green. Sanders has now cleared Johnny Scott for third. And Grant Youngins, can he make it off of turn 4 to the line? Yes, he will. The Shop Quick Convenience Store's car number 2. And Terry Phillips, look at the run he gets off of turn 2. You talk about missile launch. He is right up back to the wall in turns 3 and 4. And Grant, that's where he's been making hay. Off of turn 4, but that lap, it will go to Phillips, your leader. Sanders just keeps pulling on the rope, pulling himself forward. That MB Custom get us powered. Here comes the Colonel. Johnny Scott in 4th. And 5th place right now is Gustin in the 19R. The Don Babb Motorsports New Vision Graphics GRT elating. Grant Youngins in 2nd. And you've got another MB Custom coming up with Sanders and a Geddes power plant. LG2 and Johnny Scott's car 1ST, and then the Reaper now coming to the outside, and Gustin now making a move in a 19R. The Gressel Racing iBox Springs as back up front. Youngins takes back over the lead. Sanders now will go upstairs. Sanders out of Happy, Texas will follow this field down the back straightaway. Phillips back upstairs, Youngins downstairs. In the basement, low groove, Sanders middle groove off. And the biggest advantage now for Grant Youngins, your leader, 2 car lengths as they go back into turn 1. And just as we say that, Phillips goes right back past off of turn 2. Carries a tremendous amount of speed, and he's not going to give that top side a showing this trip. He's going to go to the bottom. Maybe on the block mode, but he makes the move upstairs, and Sanders is now going to follow him off of turn 2. Sanders now knows if you're going to get around Youngins, you're going to have to go upstairs in 3 and 4. We'll see what they do in 1 and 2. Good battle of wits shaping up here. Youngins in car 2. Falling back now. And Sanders doesn't want to let Phillips, if he can get around him, get too far out there on him, as they are now up on lap traffic. Johnny Scott in fourth. Ryan Gustin says, I'll take that. Rips right back past now as the Reaper into fourth in the 19R. Here's your leader, Terry Phillips, Grant Youngins, Rodney Sanders, Ryan Gustin, and Johnny Scott, your top five. "30 laps of distance here tonight for this modified shootout." And Sanders now taking a peek inside of Youngins going into turn one. Sanders will make the pass at the halfway mark here tonight. Phillips your leader, Sanders a second, Youngins a third, and Gustin now starting to find his momentum, finding his line, sitting in fourth and coming to the front. Inches away from the wall, you can see the sparks continue to fly in this A-main feature. Terry Phillips alongside of Austin Siebert, the Kenny's Tile Car 16. Sanders is now running him down. Sanders out of Happy, Texas. But Terry Phillips is just flying off of turn two. That is where he makes the distance. And I mean in a big way here at Lakeside Speedway. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to hide? Nowhere. Youngins trying to hang on to third as here comes Gustin. Oh, yeah. Our first caution flag flies here tonight, and you see one up against the wall just going into turn three. In sixth, Sanders started in seventh, and the cream of the crop here tonight. Hang on, it ain't over by any means. 12 laps to go to decide it here at Lakeside Speedway. Phillips brings them right about now. He nails the throttle, and we go back full throttle racing here at Lakeside. Sanders knows he's got his best shot. They all do, as here comes Arneson three wide. Oh boy, think about this. Jason Hughes gonna throw it in there three deep with Ramirez in the 4R and sobbing into 99. Don't try that move on the way home, whatever you do. Look out. Got one going around. And hold in Vivian. And here we go. Caution light is out. Terry Phillips, race to start. TP in the Don Babb Motorsports GRT Hatfield powered 75. Off of turn four. They fire him up another time. Here we go. High road, low road, where's the momentum? It's up front. Ramirez off the pace. Looks to be the 4R car, very slow in the back straight. As the field comes back off of turn number 4 with Phillips showing the way. So Derek Ramirez out of Woodward, Oklahoma, heads down to the work area and ready to go. 10 laps to go here tonight at Lakeside Speedway. Phillips hits his mark, fires it back off, and we are back underway. Jason Hughes out of Watts, Oklahoma. Remember we said he started 20th? He's now to 5th. And right alongside of Ryan Gustin. And Gustin ain't going to be real happy right now. He says, hey, what's going on? I'm going the wrong way. So is Youngins in car number 2. Sanders, in the meantime, trying to find some momentum off of turn 2. And he can't get the slide job done yet as Hughes now comes up to 4th. The Red Tail Fishing and Tackle entry out of Watts, Oklahoma. Johnny Scott in 3rd, Jason Hughes 4th. Gustin battles with Young Ends for 5th. And here comes Fuquay. Blows right past. And look out, Lancetown going around. We've got more cars up in turn 2. Speedway. And who will get our VP victory lane photograph here tonight? Terry Phillips has held off all challengers so far from the pole position out of Springfield, Missouri. The Kaiser Manufacturing Don Babb Motorsports 75 ready to go. Green flag is back on the speedway. Just a winner, Ryan? Phillips, Sanders now getting up on the wheel. Here we go, kids. How bad do you want it? Phillips has been able to fly off of turn 2, and again he does right there. I mean, that is where he has hit the mark and bulletproof. Sanders continues to charge, as does the 12 of Jason Hughes. Johnny Scott sits in 4th. Ryan Gustin wants that spot in the 19. Good race on the track there as Phillips has now moved back upstairs in turns 3 and 4. Well, you want chassis manufacturing parity? I can give it to you. You have got a GRT leading, an MB Custom in 2nd, and a Hughes chassis in 3rd. How's that? As they have now spread themselves out to decide this lap-ending run to the checkers here at Lakeside Speedway. Terry Phillips opens up the advantage over Sanders. Sanders now will take that same line, that high line in turn 1 and 2. But Terry Phillips has got a full head of steam going back into turn 3. Lets the car float to the top side and will come off of turn 4, continue to show the way. To the line they come, white flag. Terry Phillips out of Springfield, Missouri, with now a quarter of a lap to go. Into turn 3, will come around here at Lakeside Speedway and win night number 1 of our Duval Electric Central Region run. Sanders will settle for 2nd, Hughes 3rd, Gustin 4th, and Johnny Scott rounding out the top 5. So Terry Phillips out of Springfield, Missouri will head to the scales here tonight. The Don Babb Motorsports Andes Frozen Custard to go here tonight. As we'll try this yet another time. At Jason Ryan, Tom Roberts. Off of turn 4, now they throttle it up, and we go back to the green flag.
Steve Jackson's ready to go.
Jackson is ready, and they all are. They have got full steam ahead written all over them, As they come around for lap number 1, Staley slaps the wall, and that'll leave a mark as we stay green.
Just knocked the dew off of it.
Yep, just knocked the dust off it. Jackson, the 2J car, sitting in the top 5. Jason Ryan, that 267, saw him winning his heat race and looking just as strong here tonight. But Jake, hello Newman, runs the number 2 spot in the 222. Good old-fashioned full fenders, let's use them. Let's use some bumper. Stock car, Ironman, a main feature. Field gets sorted out now and pick the high side, low side, where you want to go. Pick a lane. Tom Schmidt, car 18, trying to work his way forward out of Independence, Iowa. And they'd all better start behaving, because checking out is Jason Ryan out of Kansas City. He is pulling away.
Pushed the nose in on his car. He hit that 67.
Oh boy.
Right front's pushed in.
Farther back, a little bit of contact here and there. No harm, no foul. As yet another time off of turn 4, we come to the flag stand. And the lead continues to be from the pole, Jason Ryan. Ryan by some 8, maybe 10 car lengths now off of turn 4. Pulling away from Jake Newman. Newman in second. Brad Heater, the 05 car, in third. Steve Jackson in fourth. Then you see the 18 of Tom Schmidt. Right now, your top 5 in this 20-lap stock car feature. Your leader already off of turn 4. The rest of the field just leaving turn 2. I mean to tell you, Jason Ryan has not looked back from the drop of the green. Brad Heater starting to come up through. Now to the number 2 spot. Heater in second as he has worked his way around the 222 of Jake Newman in the number 2 spot, and just that quick, caution is out on the speedway. Up high, he tried it down low, then went up high, and Steve Jackson has ate him alive every time. And I mean big time. Keep an eye on that 2J car. Here we go. Well, yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, they made it through, and Steve Jackson says, yes, again, I will show you the way. As 3 wide down the back straightaway. And Steve Jackson this time will come around and lead this A-main feature. Get to the halfway mark here tonight. Here comes James Ryan back. Heater right there in the 05. As things starting to get dicey now for that top position, the 15, John O'Neill. As off of turn 4 here at Lakeside, they're 4 wide. Up into the grandstand. Look out. We've got them flying down to the infield, and caution is back out. Wow. And your leader, Steve Jackson out of Polk City, Iowa. In our Holly Performance Ironman stock car feature. Easy into turn number 3, and now they pick the pace up, and we are back underway. Schmidt from 11th place is now into third. Brett Heater sandwiched in between. Steve Jackson, your leader. Off of turn 4 yet another time. Kyle Falk now gets alongside of Todd Staley in 14. And to his inside, you see car 37 here tonight. Again, Justin Seifert out of Kansas City, Kansas, pulling himself up in the mix here in this top 10. Jackson and Schmidt run 1-2. They run that bottom line. We got a smoker. We'll keep an eye on that one, see how long it lasts. And the 0T of Bobby Tavis III. So that's enough for me. He pulls in, and we say green flag racing as right down to the bottom groove now. You see Steve Jackson, but Brett Heater runs that high line. He is rim riding the cushion. The big momentum, and here he comes off of turn 2. Got him, setting him up and knocking him down like a bowling pin. I mean, you carry speed here at Lakeside when you can run up by the wall. And Steve Jackson says, I got a little in the tank here as he gets one heck of a drive off of turn 4. I'm liking upstairs, though, for Heater off of turn 2. He really makes some hay there. Down into turn 3. What a action-packed stock car feature you've got. Look at him jack that right front. And we are back under caution. Well, things ain't over yet by any means. I mean to tell you, Steve Jackson is hiking that left front. 3 to go. Steve Jackson out of Polk City, Iowa. Action Jackson will bring around Big Tom Schmidt and car number 18 out of Independence in second. And Brett, roll me a Heater in the number 3 spot.
Don't say roll. We just had a roll.
I'm talking about rolling.
He wasn't going anywhere else.
Back underway. Here we go, kids. Schmidt. Can he carry the momentum into the number 2 spot? They dive into turn 3. 2 very different lines here at Lakeside Speedway, and Jackson brings them back to the line, showing the way. Kyle Falk now trying to get in the mix in the 67. Look at Jackson just bouncing that front end. Put the wheelie bars on there. Jackson now is going to go to the bottom. Heater's back upstairs. Kyle Falk, middle groove. White flag, 1 to go at Lakeside Speedway. Well, Steve Jackson must have saved a little bit in the tank because he has got her cranking now. Heater in second, 3 car lengths back. Schmidt in third. Kyle Falk sits in fourth. Checkered flag in hand. And ladies and gentlemen, your Ironman Holly stock car feature winner. It is Steve Jackson. Brett Heater comes home second. And Tom Schmidt rounds out the top 3 here this evening.
2J, come to the front, 05.
Wow, what a dandy. Once they got things sorted out. And Steve Jackson will head to Moberly tomorrow night with a feature win, started 7th, and climbs a ladder, and will find victory lane here tonight. I mean, that thing was a rocket on the restarts here tonight, all the way through. And a Yaws Auto Salvage pulling into victory lane here at Lakeside Speedway.
Get ready for 20 laps of our Ironman B-Mod A main. Andy Bryant, the 28. Brad Smith, the 99, will set the pace. Kellen Bowling, Terry Wantland look him over. We'll look for the green flag off the turn 4. Green flag waves. Andy Bryant takes the lead into turn one. Here comes Claxton. Brad Smith on the high side. Bryant out front. Brad Smith, the 99 on the high side. We'll come around for lap number one. Brad Smith leads lap number one of the 99. Andy Bryant sits in that second spot in the 28. Ed Knoll in the 15. Mike Striegel, the 17. Battle for that third spot down the back straightaway. Smith will lead lap number two. Everybody's starting to spread out now. Striegel and Knoll continue to battle for that third spot. Knoll with a good run off of two. He'll move into third. Move the 17 is Striegel to fourth. Next battle on the speedway, the 21 of Chad Clancy and Gene Claxton battling for that fifth spot. Give it to Clancy in the 21. Brad Smith picking up where he left off last Friday night right here at Lakeside Speedway, looking to win the Ironman B-Mod A main here at Lakeside. It's early on, lap number 4. All problems. Gene Claxton off the pace in the 42. Set the pace. Terry Wantland looks him over. We'll look for the green this time by. Off at turn 4, green skyward. Smith on the gas. Here we go. Andy Bryant with a good run, the 28. He'll stay right behind the 99. Chad Clancy on the move. Clancy up into that third spot. Now looks for second as he pulls alongside Andy Bryant. He'll slide up in front of Bryant, take the second spot away. Safety lights are out. We'll look for the green this time around. Brad Smith sets the pace one more time. Green on the speedway and Andy Bryant. He gets around the 21C of Chad Clancy. Clancy had it going before the caution came out. Let's see what happens now. Clancy will settle into the third spot, move the 15 of Ed Knoll back to fourth. And now Shad Turner. Turner working on Knoll for that fourth spot as we come around for lap number 6. Caution over on the back straightaway. Colton Stevens, the 222, and Tim Shields on the losing end of that one. All right, we get the 20T or 42T. Tim Shields off the speedway. Safety lights are out. Brad Smith.
6 down, Terry. 6 out of 20.
Yep. Here we go off of turn 4. Green skyward. We're back underway. Brad Smith hauls him down into turn 1. Chad Clancy gets to the inside of Andy Bryant. He'll take that second spot for the time. Bryant with the momentum, though. The Phoenix Race Cars, number 28, into that second spot. Brad Smith out front. Andy Bryant. Bryant closes the distance between him and Smith for a moment, but there goes Smith. Good battle for third. The 15 of Ed Knoll, the 21 of Chad Clancy. 3 wide back there for 6th. Jared Timmerman, Randall Schiffelbein, and Mike Striegel all right there. Smith in another zone right now. Smith stretching the field here. We come around for lap number 9. Coming around to the halfway point, Brad Smith leading. Andy Bryant, the 28, runs second. The 21 of Chad Clancy, third. We got caution. Time. And off of turn 4, green skyward. We're back underway. Smith will haul him down into turn 1. And again, Chad Clancy, the 21, Andy Bryant, the 28, will battle for that spot. USRA B-Mod champion out front right now. Right behind him, though, Brad Smith, the guy that's led the first 10 laps of this race. We've got 7-lap shootout. We'll look for the green off at turn number 4. Clancy hauls him down into turn 1. Brad Smith. Smith with the momentum on the high side. He'll go around the 28 of Bryant. And now Smith looks to the outside of Chad Clancy. We'll come around for lap 12, 6 to go this time by. Give it to Clancy on lap number 12, but here comes Brad Smith. And now Smith takes the lead as they go into turn 3. Smith working that high line. Give lap 13 to Smith, 5 to go this time by. Caution on the speedway. Lap 14, the 7 of Heath Murray brings out the... Green skyward. Here we go. Back underway. Smith down to the inside this time. Smith changed his line coming off at turn 4. Chad Clancy. Clancy's made that bottom line work. And now Andy Bryant, the 28. He'll go around Clancy for that second spot as Brad Smith out front with 3 to go this time by. As your leaders work their way into turns 3 and 4, they'll come down. They'll get the 2 to go sign this time by. And Brad Smith looks to extend his win streak here at Lakeside Speedway. Smith will go into turn 4. He'll come off. He'll see the white flag wave. One more lap here in our Ironman B-Mod A main. Brad Smith out front. Andy Bryant, the 28, sits second. Chad Clancy, the 21, runs third. Smith into turn 3 for the final time. Off at turn 3, a little bobble out of the 99 as we come off to the checkered flag. And Brad Smith picks up tonight's Ironman main. So Brad Smith picks up your win tonight in the Ironman B-Mod A main. Andy Bryant, the 28, will come home second. Chad Clancy in the 21 will get third.
Thanks for coming. We hope to see you tomorrow.
Shad Turner in the 17 will come home in that 4th spot. And the 15 of Ed Knoll, your top 5.